Hello and welcome to Alive News. I am Tante Azal. Now the headlines. President Tinubu reveals anyone responsible for bombing Kaduna village will face the appropriate punishment. OPay speaks on safety of customers' fund as CBN gives directive to banks. National Assembly summons Interior Minister over job stealing. And now the news in detail. President Bola Tinubu has declared that those responsible for the Tudunbiri village bombing, which resulted in over 90 deaths, will face appropriate punishment. The president also announced that the victims will receive support through the new Folako initiative set to begin this month. Tudunbiri village will be the first to be rebuilt under this initiative. Vice President Kashim Shettima, representing the president, visited the Barau Diko Teaching Hospital to express condolences. He emphasized the federal government's dedication to combating banditry in the region. The Zamfara state government, led by Governor Dauda Lawal, has reportedly recovered all 50 vehicles allegedly stolen by his predecessor, Bello Matawali. During a press briefing held in Gusau on Thursday, Governor Dauda Lawal's spokesperson, Sani Sambo, informed journalists that the recovery follows as judgment made by the Federal High Court in Sokoto last Friday. Sambo emphasized that the process of recovering the vehicles from the former governor's residence in Gusau and Maradun was carried out meticulously, as the former governor had previously denied possessing any government property when he left office. Furthermore, Sambo highlighted that the administration led by Governor Dauda Lawal is committed to achieving the desired development in the state rather than engaging in a witch hunt or tarnishing anyone's reputation. Meanwhile, security agencies conducted raids on Matawale's residences in Gusau and Maradun, leading to the recovery of several vehicles. The former governor quickly secured a court order restraining the state government from such action, pending the court's decision on the matter. However, the state government pressed further to have the court in Sokoto dismiss the former governor's suit against it. Away from that, the National Assembly, through Joint Committee of the Senate and House of Representatives on Interior, took up the Ministry on Insurance of the Expatriate Quotas, which it believes serves as an avenue for stealing jobs from Nigerians in Nigeria by expatriates. Merit and demerit of insurance of the expatriate quotas by the Interior Ministry to deserving foreign companies came to the fore during budget defense session. Chairman of the Joint Committee, Senator Adams Oshomole, told the minister that while it is heartwarming that the ministry surpassed its revenue targets on insurance of expatriate quotas, the policy is giving room for expatriates to steal jobs meant for Nigerians in Nigeria.
You spoke to the issue of expatriate quota. It is something that I'm personally worrying about, given my own background. One of the serious problems we have in Nigeria today is the growing level of unemployed youth.
Earlier, the minister in his presentation to the Joint Committee says that in 2022 and outgoing 2023 fiscal years, the ministry surpassed its budgetary revenue projections on expatriate quotas and marriage. He specifically submitted to the committee that in 2023, while 600 million naira was targeted as revenue to be generated from insurance of expatriate quotas to deserving foreign firms in the country, 1.195 billion naira was generated as at October 31st, 2023.
2022, we had, when the ministry came for budget defense, we had a target of 540 million naira for business expatriate quota and naturalization fees. But we were able to actualize 617,371,200 naira. So
Fintech giant OP has reacted to the recent directive issued by the Nigerian Interbank Settlement System, ordering banks in the country to take down every non-deposit taking financial institution from their NIP phone transfer channels. Nigeria Interbank Settlement System in the directive to banks notes that having these non-deposit taking financial institutions, such as switching companies, payment solution service providers and super agents as beneficiary institutions on the bank's NIP funds transfer channels contravenes the Central Bank of Nigeria guidelines on electronic payment. However, reacting to the directive in a statement made available on the official X handle of the fintech platform, OPay clears that it was not affected by the directive recently issued by the NIBSS. And now on the foreign scene, running for safety, Al-Mawasi provides shelter to thousands of newly displaced Palestinians looking for safety from Israel's bombardment of Gaza, even if it's momentary. Al-Mawasi is an area where all its occupants have tragic stories to tell.
My husband was killed years ago. My only son, who I exhausted my life for raising, was killed by the Israeli military. He was killed in his prime, murdered by the Israelis. I lost my husband, my brothers and sisters, and lately my son too. I'm left alone in this world. What to do? Bury myself? I'm losing my mind.
My family were forcibly displaced from Hamad city. This is our destiny, but we are holding our ground. We only left when they started carpet bombing the city, when 8 towers were levelled. We left our homes and all of our possessions. We're living in the open, exposed to the fierce cold and rain. There is nowhere to go.
Hello and welcome to Live News. The immediate past Minister of Youth and Sports Development Chief Sondidari, the federal government of Nigeria has taken punitive action against the secretariat. Nigerians have expressed fear over the possible shutdown of businesses and job losses.
See, things are just going higher every day.
For a fact that going from here to Ombalin day before was at 300, but now is at the high side of 700, 800.
The subsidy costs us trillions of naira yearly, such as a vast sum of money will have been better spent on public transportation, health care, school, housing, and even national security.
And now in sports, Brazilian legendary club Santos, which was made famous by the late Pelé, has been relegated for the first time in 111 years. Santos were kicked out of Brazil's top division Serie A following a 2-1 loss against Fortaleza at home in their season's last league game today, December 7th. The 2-1 defeat dropped Santos to the 7th spot with 43 points in 38 games, a point behind safety, making it their first relegation in their illustrious history. Pelé, the 3-time World Cup champion who died last year at the age of 82, played the best part of his club career at the Brazilian Giants. And this is all we have for you at this hour. Thanks for watching Alive News. I am Tante Azal. Keep watching Alive Television.